but this thing gets opened only once every few months. So it takes about 1 to 2 months to dry load on average. That gets it down to working dry filling. So
you said that once or twice a month?
Once every 1 to 2 months.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So pretty rare. Most people aren't very excited. It's pretty boring, but for us it's like woo! So the wood that we use is koa. And are you folks familiar with koa wood? Yeah. You probably know 2 things. It's from Hawaii and it's expensive.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
That's about all you need to know. But yeah, so it's native wood native to Hawaii. And koa is actually a part of the acacia family of trees. So acacias you find pretty much everywhere in the world. Every climate, you'll find some kind of acacia tree. So acacias are very common. But the species that we have in Hawaii grows only here. And so because of that, the supply is very limited, and that's why it's so expensive. Out of the Big Island, there's about 10% left that's broken up among several smaller landowners. So all of the koa comes from 10% of the Big Island. So there's actually a lot of koa. What can be used is very limited. And every year it actually goes down and down and down. So what we get comes from. So this is Dustin, and Dustin does our milling.
Before you guys walked in, I was about to cut over. So this actually just came out of our camp. It's dry. It doesn't look like much. It's hard to kind of see. But what we have is a jointer. So our jointer over here cleans the surface and makes it smooth. And then you're going to kind of see. What I have on this cart here is actually going to be the face and the back of the ukulele. And what we do is we book match them. So we cut them in half and together. So you get a symmetrical mirror image. And the reason we do that is because it's much more difficult to get a board 10 inches wide without any defects, without knots, without rot, stuff like that, versus a board that's only 5 inches wide. So that's the reason we book match. And we do the same thing with our side, except our side, obviously, we book match this way. So that's the reason. That's what we do with the koa. And then our cutoffs and stuff all get saved. We make smaller parts, like these will be fretboards. Okay. So there's really not a lot of waste yet. And that's pretty much it for the chart section, the milling.
As far as the tone wood, koa is very kind of in the middle. So, it doesn't really shine at any one thing. So it's not really good at, this or that. But neither is it really bad at anything. So koa can adapt to pretty much any style of play. Whether you're a strummer and a singer, a finger stylist, percussive player. So koa, because it's kind of in the middle, it can kind of go up, kind of go down as far as how you want it to play and respond. And it looks amazing too. So there are other woods that we could use, but unfortunately koa is known for being always famous wood. It is a good tone wood, and it's one of the only woods that's harvested and on the market in any commercial quantity.
Yeah.
So this here, so the milling is basically where all of this stuff happens, and it's really the foundation of what we do. Nothing really looks like ukulele yet, right? It looks like a bunch of boards and sticks and sawdust everywhere. So let's head over to the body section.
What we're going to do is we're going to start from the side of the ukulele, which we call the rack. What we're going to do first is we're going to take the rack and boil it into hot water for about roughly 10 to 15 minutes. These here have been here for about 5 to 7 minutes. I'm going to try and bend these for you guys. So what this does is allow the steam to pass through the little fibers, allowing us to bend it without it actually cracking. So what I'm doing right now is I'm shocking the wood with heat. Okay, that's our thing right here. So that was just cleaning our hip bend right here. To the top. Up here is a bit more hard to do because it has more heat and then dry. A few of our tenors, our slimline tenor and our regular tenor. You can already see I've already sanded down one side, so the sand marks coming across here. Then I'll go ahead and pass that around.
It's like a center brace, you call it?
Our unit brace.
Unit brace.
So once that's in here, it's the same process as the face. I'll go ahead and sand down the back area on the back. I'll wait roughly about 30 minutes to an hour for it to dry. And then we normally have
like some milling, they take plywood, turn it into parts for both assembly and for the bodies. Bodies, all he does every day is makes the body, so from start to finish, and then up here in assembly. Albert? So there's roughly 300 individual steps to make a finished ukulele from a green or wet piece of lumber. That's actually for the smallest size, which is the standard or soprano size. So as they get bigger, there's more parts involved, there's more fretwork.
From that shape, I use a router and actually route off all that excess. What happens is the natural oils of the ukulele actually come off and they stay on the surface of the wood grain. So what my job is I use my little sander to break down bring off the body. I also clean up the corners with the organs and this Paul will show me after. Everything is all made in the shop. So what we do is from our fretboards, we'll actually laser and inlay the mango. So before we used to actually use plastic glass, so just like the sides, but we changed for a more natural look. So it's mango dots. Everything is glued too. So with the fretboard and our bridges, there's a mixture of things. So it's white glue, so white carpenter and wood glue, so GPA glue, and crazy glue. And what we'll do is the crazy glue is actually tacked down the fretboard, and the white glue is for longevity. So we'll actually clean up everything. So you can see the fretboard is glued on, there's some excess hanging off the sides. So what we'll do is using these machines, we'll grind off the sides and then grind off the excess on the heel using the wheel. After that, we'll go on the orbital sander, clean it up, move them back around, make sure everything blends together as one whole piece. And after that, we'll do our final check and then send it out to spray. So yeah, that's basically that's it.
It would take me, a person who's very comfortable with the process and I do it all day, every day, it would take me roughly 15 minutes to cut the slots individually, even with the cable saw, because it needs to be very accurate and several thousandths of an inch will compound and create a very horrible sounding instrument. So every fret needs to be positioned, I don't want to say perfectly, but I mean just about as humanly perfect. Okay, so I'll do it 4 times, because when I slot one, it is going to go pretty quickly if you're taking photo or video, so I'll do it 4 times. Okay, ready?